It is the beginning of a period in Earth's history called the Cretaceous, and the movement of the continents is not only breaking up the giant northern and southern land masses, but it continues to push up sea levels. This has opened new seaways and coastlines. Where once there was solid land, now there are ragged cliffs, buzzing with a colorful abundance of flying reptiles called pterosaurs. Pterosaurs have filled the skies for 100 million years, and many species are now huge. Wingspans of 6 meters and more are common. But there is one species that dwarfs them all. He is Ornithocheirus, 12 meters from wingtip to wingtip, with a body bigger than a man's. He is the undisputed king of the skies. This giant is over 40 years old. Most of his life has been spent wandering the globe in search of food. But every year there is a dramatic interruption to this nomadic lifestyle. It will soon be time to find a mate. On the rock ledges around him, the mating season for another pterosaur is well underway, the bizarre-looking Tapejara. Pterosaurs' wings are thin membranes of skin that stretch from elongated fingers on their forelimbs to the ends of their hind limbs. Their bones are hollow and very lightweight. They are masters of the air, but on land they are cumbersome, with their legs joined up by the wings. Squatting on all fours, the males try and claim a prominent area from which to display to the females above. They show off their colorful crests until one competitor backs down. A large crest is also a lure to the females. A potential mate soon makes a cautious approach, her head dipped in submission. As in any competition, there are losers. Unable to secure himself a good display patch, this male is perilously close to a blowhole. Down here he has little chance of attracting a mate. Instinct is telling the Ornithocheirus that it is time to move on. He must leave these shores and return to his breeding site in Europe, on the other side of the world. For this giant of the sky, it will be the last great flight he ever makes. What he is about to undertake is the most astounding journey in the animal kingdom. From the shores of the great southern continent, he will travel to North America, cross the Atlantic Seaway, and fly on to the islands which mark where Europe will one day be formed. Spread out below him will be the majesty and spectacle of a world ruled by dinosaurs. In just a few days he reaches the southern tip of North America. The Ornithocheirus is grounded by the heavy rain, frustrating his urge to get to the breeding site. He shelters as best he can. The fine downy fur that covers his body needs to be kept dry. Parasites in check. In the morning air, smaller reptiles are now out on the wing. But the Ornithocheirus is so large, he must wait until the heat of the day creates warm updrafts of air strong enough to lift him. But time is short. His body is already showing the first signs of readiness for mating. Faint colors have started to bloom on his beak's display crest. At last he can resume his epic journey. For thousands of kilometers, he follows the coast of North America. Like all giant pterosaurs, he uses his enormous wings to ride on the warm air currents that rise over land. His whole body weighs less than 100 kilograms. And this helps him glide effortlessly over huge distances. But soon he must face open water. This is the young Atlantic. It is still only 300 kilometers wide. To reach the other side, he will need all his gliding skills to exploit the air currents that form over waves. Along the way, he must feed. But flying low brings its dangers. Hungry monsters watch him from below the waves. An entire day on the wing, and he has arrived on the most western of Europe's islands. In the far